Do it, they said. Oh, come on, just go ahead and get it, they said. You know you're gonna like it. He's awesome. They also said, come on, Deemer, you know you want this in your collection. You have to have it. You have to have it, I was told. You won't regret this. Come on, man, do it for you. Do it for your collection. Do it for your channel and subscribers, is how they wooed me. $430 fucking dollars. Is this thing worth it? The shit I do for you guys, I swear. Never fucking fails. Here we go. Let's dig in. But before we begin, if you like this figure in this video, head over to Show.Z Store where I got it from, and use code DEEMER in the Support Your Favorite Reviewer box. It sure would help me out, and I very much appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, everybody, welcome back to Deemer's Dominion. As always, I am Deemer, and today we are looking at a very expensive Kuro Kuri Flame Toys Transformers number 9 Starscream. 430 bucks, guys. We're about to find out if he's worth it. I am excited because I do love Flame Toys. I love their Kuro Kuri series. They're big ones. I haven't been disappointed yet. Box art, fantastic. Never disappoints. Really, really great attention to detail. On the back, you can see the different poses. It is an officially licensed product from Hasbro. We're gonna do this, guys. We're gonna do this. We don't have a choice really now. We're in it. $430 deep. We're in it. Let's go ahead and unbox this guy. See if he's really worth it or not, because I am stuck on the $430 part. I don't know, guys. You tell me. You guys spending that kind of cash on this? Here we go. I'm super excited. All right, everybody, here is a cleaner look at the box. Never disappoints. And their beautiful metallic opening. Let us see what's going on here. Of course, you have on this side the bot, the accessories, the cakes inside with the different other accessories. And look at this artwork. Same as the back, but it is fantastic. I absolutely love it. Really, really great. Okay, now, moment of truth, getting there. We have one cake. You can see, and two cake with his accessories. Cake number 3 with the stand. Oh, this is nicely painted, guys. Like no joke. And of course, we have our instruction manual. Okay. There you go. Look at that. Nice looking manual as always. We'll put the box to the side. We got extra faces, weapons, blasters, blast effects. Those look really good. And a bunch of hands here on the bottom. And our prize and joy. And that's nice that they actually tape this part down so that things don't fly out. Shit. Just like that. Good thing I was saying that. But since things are flying out, let's take a little look here. Look at that. Beautiful paint. Beautiful metallic paint. Wow. This is gorgeous, guys. The gold, the metallic blue, the metallic gunmetal here. It's purple. You get 2 of these lovely pieces. That's beautiful. You get a sword. It's really nice. Again, metallic silver gunmetal, the purples. Oh, dun 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 dun. All right, and the blast effects. Ouch, these are hella sharp, guys, so please be careful. I just literally pricked myself, but they are really well made. I love the transparency on it. The color just amazing, beautiful. The faces are up here, different face plates. Moment of truth. Moment of truth. Okay. Oh, okay. He smells funky, guys. Oh, my hands already smell like whatever magic oil that they lubricate these with. Get a nice close-up of the details here. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful paint, beautiful details, beautiful sculpt. Just love the paint and the details here. Look at that. Oh man, gorgeous. Absolutely wicked. Love that detail right there with the metallic. It's a really cool combination of the metallics versus the flats. And just right on he is. On the hefty side, he feels a little bit top heavy. Look at those details. Beautiful metallic purple against the grays, the flat grays. Beautiful, beautiful. What a figure. Even the back of the head here, really nice. Just really, really nice here. All right, I'm gonna take a moment here, get set up a little bit better, and be right back. So I wanted to show you something real quick. As I'm preparing him, I did unscrew these two screws. Basically, these are little panels here that are on his back, and they're keyed in, so they only go one direction. Let's get a better look there. You can see the bottom one has a little notch on the top, whereas the top one is flat. Top flat, bottom is notched, so they only go in one way. And it takes 3 of the LR621s with the negative side on top, and then those just go back in. They just pop in right there. So it was pretty easy to do. Just wanted to show you guys that, so that they do come with the batteries, which is nice. And then this is the button here to activate it. You just push it in to activate the lights. It has the chest here, 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 and the head. Okay, so one of the first things I want to show you guys is all the different hands that this figure comes with. He comes with 5 additional sets of hands. So that's the 2 that's already included on him, plus these 5 here. And that's a huge inclusion. You can see all the different ones, from the gun grasping, open hand, clenching here, beginning to open hand, and another gun holding one there. And what I like about this particular one is the paint feels really solid. I don't feel like it's gonna scratch easily. It's a beautiful metallic blue. And then these are unpainted, and I feel like they can take some good quality play without feeling like you've abused them. So kudos to Flame Toys for actually being thoughtful about with the hands, because in the instruction book, they actually do warn you when you play with this figure to be careful because the paint can scratch. So please do take a note of that. But these feel really, really good in hand. They feel really solid. The plastic quality is really nice, and these are metal. So very nice job on Flame Toys' behalf to include such great amount, variety. I mean, do we all need that many sets? Probably not. It would have been cool at some point. Flame Toys, if you're watching and listening, please, could we just have like one set that's actually fully articulating? That would be great. I would take one set of good quality articulating hands over all of these, honestly. But nice job. Nice job on these hands. Really well made, nicely done. Okay, and here are the extra faces that it comes with. The smirking on the left, the upset one on the middle side, and the screaming face on the far right. And they all have the light piping, so you can see that the light comes through really, really nice as well. Very well designed, very well made. The plastic quality, even on the face, doesn't feel thin whatsoever. It is superb in my opinion, and the details are great. I am not mad at these faces. I think that is the appropriate amount of faces for a figure, especially, you know, one that costs $430. But there you go. Those are the faces. And that's, of course, not including his original face. So a total of 4 faces, 3 extras. All right, so now we're going to go through his plethora of accessories here, and these are amazing. The quantity of accessories for this figure is bonkers. So basically, here we have, this is what they're calling his foot armor. All right, these go on the sides of his legs. Let me back up just a little bit, and you can see the accessories list here. So this is his foot armor, beautifully painted, beautiful deep red here, metallic red here, beautiful gold paint, beautiful metallic deep blue here, gunmetal gray. Now that's the same steel blue here, steel blue here. There's some gunmetal gray, silver, and then the flat gray. For the rest of it is, oh, and look, this beautiful metallic purple here. So you get 2 of these, 1 for each side of the leg, and they are really, really nice. Then we have what they're calling his waist armor. So that will go on each waist like this, and we'll see when we finally put them on for you guys. And for the figure, beautiful metallic silver, again with the beautiful gold, metallic silver. You got that nice flat gray here, that blue gray, beautiful metallic purple, that beautiful metallic silver, gorgeous purple there, metallic as well. And then you have this beautiful steel blue metallic paint there as well, and just really beautiful. So you can see the front and the back there together. Really, really nice pair here. Attention to detail is really something nice. And here we have the 2 wings, as you can see here. Nice Decepticon logo on it. You got a deep red here that's painted beautifully. You got that steel blue gray, the silver, the deep metallic blue, the gold there, this red, the silver on top, and on the back side here, that beautiful gold, deep red, metallic against the flat red. Again, with that beautiful silver gunmetal there, here as well, the silver up here. Really, really nicely done. Really, really nicely done. Such attention to detail everywhere. It's very impressive. And here we have his shoulder armor, again with a beautiful paint job, beautiful colors, same color scheme throughout, but look at the intricacies of the details here. That little beautiful metallic purple here. How nice the engine is done there. Beautiful, beautiful. And a lot of these have gimmicks too that we'll go through the video here. And then we have his engine piece here. Also very simple but nice. This attaches to his back. Beautiful purples there. All the way throughout. That metallic lavender is gorgeous. So you can see it's very, very nicely done. And this is metal, by the way, die cast here. There's a lot of die cast throughout this, which is impressive. Again, we'll take a look at his weapons. So here we have his sword with the hilt gimmick there. This also separates out to attach to the wings like that, which is really nice. And those just tab in. Be careful, those are clear plastic tabs, so do be careful. But then you have that beautiful purple color, metallic. And then you have this metallic silver, metallic gold, copper, purple, and that steel blue again. It's beautiful coloration. And then once again, you have these sharp and very cool blast effects. Just really, really, really impressively done. And then his rifle slash arm cannons here. Just gorgeous paint. I really can't get over how well it's painted, the colors that they use, the contrasts. Beautiful coloration. Beautiful coloration. What do you guys think so far? So those are all the accessories outside of the stand, of course, that this specific figure came with. This did not come with the crown or the cape, unfortunately. You know, I wish Show.Z would get that version in, but that version, it seems like you have to order direct from Flame Toys. So no cloak, no crown, but everything else just beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna go through this in the order of the manual itself so that we stay on track. Now, for the head, and it is, again, a beautiful design here. The head has a double joint, one in the neck, on the base of the neck, and one on the inside here, so that he can independently move the neck and the head, which is, you can see there's the head, there's the neck. And it says, be careful, do not go beyond 50 degrees because you could destroy the wiring inside when you turn this way or this way. Okay, so don't go ahead and do 360. Look at that beautiful gold paint and the details there. Okay, so you can look back that far, not a whole lot due to the head sculpt, but you can look down that far, which is nice. And again, 50 degrees left and right. Okay, there is wiring for the lights, of course. As you can see, the eyes light up, these light up, and the cockpit lights up. So we'll take a look at that in a more dark environment in a little bit. And of course, don't pull or pop out the head because you can ruin lots of things. And as far as changing the face mask, it says this can be removed. All right, like that. And then you just toggle the face out carefully, like that. And then let's put in his screaming face, because he's a screamer, like that. That's all it goes. That's all you need to do. And then just slides back on, like that. Easy enough. There you have screaming face Starscream. Now for the waist, basically it tells you to hold it from here, the front and the back, and the waist was tight. It's pretty tight. You can do a side to side. There you go. And then you have ab crunch and back tilt as well. So you can see that he actually slides back. Very cool, very cool. Fully back and out. Okay. And then of course, you can see the back detail there as it exposes. So that's pretty neat. And the tilt back there. Pretty cool. I dig it. That's really nice. Okay, so also we do have waist twist. As you can see, this pops out by itself a little bit to give you a little bit of clearance. That's as far as you can go. Don't go any further. And there you go. So nice waist twist both ways. And then that can just slide back in. And that's 45 degrees in either direction. Next on the list is the shoulder pads. Both of them. Just like that. So that's the articulation there. Upwards too. So that's flat and not a whole lot up, but you do get a little bit up. And there is the arm. We do also have a nice butterfly joint on either side. So it goes in and out for both sides there. And you can see the metal frame in the joint there. Very nice. See that? Wonderful. The arm can go a 360. Can go up that high. This bicep twist has a 360 as well. And then you can go like that as far as that. Now don't push too far because you don't want to break the joint or anything like that. But as we can also see, the arm has a double bend, a double joint here and there. And when you move it, the armor, the elbow plate moves with it too, by itself to close in. Very neat. And that's metal, of course. So again, as you move it, you'll see that expand. Very nice. I love when they do this. You can see it close up and open up. Super cool, super nice, super nice. And then here we have a forearm 360. And we have two joints for the wrist. We've got this inner joint and of course the ball joint here. So you can get very good movement. This is 360, of course. This hand is, you just pull that out and then we can put another hand in. It just slides. Oh, that's really nice. Really nice, actually. So much better than just a normal ball joint. There you go. Now that we've seen that, we can see the skirts. These fly open, like that, all the way up. It's pretty cool, even the detail on the back of the skirt. That's really cool. And of course, this whole unit comes in and out a little bit, forward and backward. And these actually feel really, really well done. I don't feel like say on 3.0 or Yellow Park, where they're loose. These are solid. These are really solid. Look how well, look at that detail. Okay, very, very nice. I am impressed. Super impressed. And this booty hole is just for the stand. His evac hole, if you will. Now we are moving down to the knee, which is also a double joint, and we'll see the same kind of automorphing gimmick here in this area. As you'll see, this slides in and out as that double joint. Look at that detail. Beautiful detail. Beautiful detail. And then this part should, even as this slides down, that detail is great. And it slides back up. That is awesome. And that's like a metallic, you know, steel blue. That's wonderful. I love all the details here, even on the back of this knee plate here, knee armor. Wonderful, wonderful. Even in here, this closes up on itself. Great job, really great job. That is awesome. We got the double bend with the knee. We can go out 45 degrees only, but then we can come up. Oh, nice ratchet. We can come up that high. Oh, nice ratchet. That's nice and sturdy there. And we can go back that far. That's great. That's great. That's the limitation of the skirt there. And once again, beautiful. And this slides around here too, so that is very, very nice. Very nice. That is nice and tight, but they really tuned that well with the ratchet. They torqued it perfect, actually. I'm really impressed with that. Wow. So we saw that, and he does have a thigh twist. Is this just tight? There we go. So he does have that thigh twist there, and that goes backwards. So that is wonderful. That is wonderful. That's a hell of a twist. I mean, that goes all the way around. I was not expecting that. That's actually quite impressive. That's quite impressive. Down to the foot. These are said to be movable. Okay, so you got that far, basically from the foot. Oh, look, watch that. See how that moves on its own? That's clever. Oh, that's so nice. That's so nice. You can see the detail work in there with the metal in there for the joints. And then these move up and down a bit. Not a whole lot, but they do. So they move on their own when they go up. You just slide it back down. And we do, this panel moves out to wiggle waggle so that we have nice bendy there. So we do get a twist and the bend, and that's for both as well. Really cool gimmicks. Really cool gimmicks. Next thing is what we already saw here with the sword, basically, that, you know, you can combine it and you can move the hilt in and out, and then these move around as well. And these will actually attach to the wings, and we'll see that here in a little bit. So that's that. Okay, and then on to the cannon here, the rifle as they call it. This slides in and out to extend, and then this is a linking joint that can be removed like that, and then we can expose this and bring out the handle and close that back out. He actually can hold that as a rifle. That's a cool gimmick. I dig that. I dig that very much, actually. All right, so we have that. And then on to the wings. Let's grab one of the wings here. Okay. So basically, this wing can slide. Oh, look at the piston. Look at that. That's hella cool there. That's hella cool. All right. And then we can add basically this sword. I think they're side specific. This has two closed tabs here and two closed ports there. This has a little slot in there. That makes it nice. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. This is fun, guys. This is really fun. And you've got 360. And you can slide that up and down. See that? It's on a slider. And it goes in and out. Up and down. Very neat, very neat. There's a lot to do here. And there's a slider for... Oh, that's pretty neat. Such neat little gimmicks. There's a lot of playability here. That's fun. That is so much fun. That moves in and out so that when it's attached, you have some flexibility there. Okay. All right. Okay. So now for the shoulder armor, basically we have, look at that, even the details. Look at that. Beautiful. And then that can, oh, look at that hidden detail work there too. Gorgeous. Metallic purple and gold. And then these can slide out. These are on a hinge here. And again with the details. Wow. Beautiful. And that's on both sides there. Beautiful. Wow, so much going on here. And then these are actually hiding some ammunition under them. Oh, what? 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 I mean, seriously, guys. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Look at all that. This guy is equipped to the hilt. This guy's got some serious ammo going on. Wow. I'm loving this. Loving this. And then this is how you attach, basically. And that is movable. It's a movable joint. That's nice. That's nice. That's all die cast in there too. So you have this movable joint there. It says you can twist that, but that is really tight. Oof. That is tight, tight. Okay. Well, it goes side to side as well. Side to side. and up and down. Okay, now I got it. This is really tight. Let's see. And it says that make sure it's vertical before you attach it. Wow, that's tight. All right. So those are the gimmicks. Wow, I'm thoroughly impressed with this. And now for the waist armor. And we have this flap can go up and down, back and forth there on the hinge. And this can slide around and come in and out. So you have a lot of, oh, and this top twists too. So you have twist, in and out, and then this spin here, like that. And you've got, okay, all right. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Wow. Wow. I mean, really, guys, so much playability, so much playability here. This is his beam cannon. All the details everywhere. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at his foot armor. And we've got that there. Boom. And we've got this hidden compartment right here. This guy is armed to the teeth. Very cool. Very, very, very cool. This is really fun stuff, guys. I am loving the playability on this figure. So, wow. Okay, so let's start to armor this guy up, shall we? Okay, and before I want to show you, I think I forgot this engine part here. So this goes on the back here, and this can move up and down, and then these are linked together here. Look at that. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Like that. And then that can slide up and down like that. And that's as far as it goes. Okay, and then that just tabs into that tab there. We'll get the other one here, and I'll show you how. So it's this tab here, and that will slide into the shoulder slot behind him there, like that. They don't click or anything, which is a little bit of a shame, but then these can swivel. This can come down like that if you wanted to. And those can slide back if you want. So that's cool. That looks pretty cool so far. Okay, so you can take his cannon if you want. Can plug into the side of his arm here, like that. Or you can have it up on his shoulder. The option is yours as to which look you prefer. I'll put that there because then we're going to put his shoulder armor over here. That peg in that hole. Okay, and so now we've got mobility here. Okay, that's sweet. And then that will cover that like that. And he's becoming a bit back heavy. Okay, so this basically, there's a mini tab there that if you can get your fingernail in, it can pull out like that and like that for the armor that goes on his leg, which is this. Some of these open up to expose his armament like that. And then that just plugs in right here. And that's just fits molded nicely to his leg. And we are really getting beefy here. All right. And then we're gonna take his hip skirt here, and that'll plug into his hip socket here, like that. Wow. Wow, okay, cool. And then we're gonna do the same thing for the other sides as well. And then we can open all of this up too while we're at it. Look at that. Might as well. Okay. Never f***ing fails. All right, and here he is, completely armored up. All his weapons and accessories. Everything is locked and loaded. The only thing I don't have a great liking for are how the flame effects go into his ion blaster, his gun, sorry, his null rays here. And just the way that they peg in really don't really lend themselves to being stable. They don't stay in when he moves around. You can see how they just insert there, right here. It just tabs in and there's a big gap left, and not really the best work solution there as far as that goes. But my goodness, is he just absolutely a menacing piece of art. Let's zoom in closer here so you can get the full effect. But look at all those details put together. The armaments and everything like that. What an amazing piece. What really, truly an amazing piece here that we're working with. The aesthetics on this are just crazy, crazy good. I mean, you know, just everything out and about here is ridiculously good. All these that pop out, all the details as you look and spin, the colors, you know, all these little details here are just amazing. They really did an amazing job as far as the design, the color, the paint, the feel. He feels really, really good. All the inclusions of the different hands, so much playability. Now, I won't lie to you, like when you're putting all his armor on, you're going to have to figure out what works as far as order for you, because they will pop off if you are not careful. Now, the pegs are long enough to basically sustain that kind of operation, honestly. But there's like these ones here, you know, there's a bigger gap on this one. It slides out a little bit, but I mean, it stays in, but I just wish it would, you know, I wish they would come up with some sort of like snapping technique or something that would actually lock it in better. But wow, just gorgeous, just amazing. I really love like how everything came together, the materials that they used. And even though he's top heavy without any armor at all, obviously putting all that other extra armor makes him super top heavy. But as you can see, he's standing on his own just fine. I didn't have to do anything special as far as the pose goes. And honestly, he's fine. There's no real issue or concern. His joints are proper stiff, but malleable, which is great, which is, I think, like I said earlier on in the video, the tension, they really tensioned him properly because he is super stable. Even with all that weight that you can see, he hasn't budged. So I think at this point, so far, with everything going on, it's just these, you know, I mean, it's in there, but it's loose. And just the way that this tab and these go in, it's not comfortable, you know, at least not for his guns here. And I understand that this comes out, or maybe not. I thought like these would just tab in, but oh, why does there look like there's something in there? Oh my goodness. What? Okay. Look at those details. Look at those details. What? Okay. Wow. Just wow. So this one stays in. Why doesn't this one? Okay, so I have a little bit of a loosey-goosey here. I mean, I could thicken that up, no doubt. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't pull out super easy, but it pulls out a little too easy for my liking. Whoa. Okay, next level. That is super awesome. Just here's a close-up of his details. I mean, can we have some love and appreciation for all of this? Can we please have love and appreciation for all of this? Because this is really, wow. This is truly impressive work. Impressive work. Impressive details, impressive work. Look at that. Okay, so with his null rays, basically, I put one in his arm here just to show you how it would look. I put one in the rifle mode also, so you can see how he holds it. And it is super stable, super locked in, no concerns whatsoever. Now there is another option that instead of his arm, this isn't nice and tight, which I like, you can put them back here. They can attach into these ports up here, like that, if you wanted it to. So you can have that look going on if you were interested in having that look. There you go. Little flappity flappy action. I mean, just detail after detail after detail after detail. Another configuration that we can have is, let's put this back in, and you can stick these in here, which that works way much better than in his null rays. Oh, that is so much better. That's in there nice. Okay, you know what? Screw that. Screw the null ray option. As far as this goes, we're going to sacrifice one of the gun options for that. I like that much better. Much better. So much better. So much better. And as you can see, like when his shoulder goes up, these move with it. His shoulder pads up here move with it. Top of his shoulder. See that right there? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay. I don't know. Other thoughts on this? Basically, oh, crap, just so many features. Every time I think I got all of it, something more comes out. So one last thing here, I think maybe, is if we remove these. We haven't seen him with the sword, so that's cool. That's nice and easy to remove there. Okay. Oh, so good, so good, so good. And obviously you can arm them up as much. See how, like, I mean, it's in there. Don't get me wrong, that's not coming out. But I just wish it maybe clicked in so it wouldn't wiggle so much there. But hey, all is well. All is well. All right, so we'll put the sword back together. And while I'm doing that, if you guys could drop some comments and thoughts on what we've seen so far, what you guys think. Again, I'm going to remind y'all, this is a $430 figure. $430. It's not a small task there. $430, right? Not small. This would be an investment. This is something you're really going to want to have. Maybe you already are a Flames Toys collector, which is great. And if you're not, don't feel obligated to spend the cash if it's not in your budget, please. So here we have him armed with his sword. What do you guys think of that look? Let me get some ideas from y'all. Everything moves wonderfully. Everything just, it does what it's supposed to. You know, it really just, so cool. It's so cool. The more I look at it, the more I'm paying attention to the colors and the details and the paint. And honestly, so far, you know, knock on wood, I haven't had any issues with the paint, no scratches. The paint is on there pretty thick, in fairness. I love this matte gray on him as well. I mean, it's shiny, but, you know, it's more muted, but it's so perfect. It's so perfect. All the metallics work on this because I wasn't sure at first about the metallic paints, but with everything going on, the stylistic design I know isn't for everybody, but he is really well put together. He's well put together. He's well detailed. He's well thought through. He is well thought through. Man, and I'm just gazing and talking and wow. Okay. All right. Let's get on with it, I guess, then, right? Because we have to do some obligatory comparisons. So let's obligatory compare him. You know who I have to bring out. Now, I'm going to bring out another figure that it was my very first review, I believe. No, my second review. And he is also another Karakiri. Karakuro, Kura, Karakiri, Kara. Look at that. Can we give some love and appreciation for this? Can we give some love and appreciation for this look right here? Wow. Whew. What do you guys think? Okay, and let us bring a masterpiece scale guy. You know who we're bringing. You know who we're bringing in. All right, let's move some of this around. That's a lovely scale. What do you guys think about that scale? Is that pretty on point for scale? I'd say that's pretty on point for scale. Wow, that's awesome. You know what? We didn't do our measure. We didn't do our measurement here. So you guys can see just how tall of a figure this guy is. To his head, he's about 8¼ inches or 21 centimeters. And then he's about that wide with all his arms on. Cool. We'll bring out another one of my character favorites. There's a New Age Legends class Jazz there. So tiny, so cute. Let us scale him up with, you guys know by now. Y'all know by now. Come on, channel members. Voyager class, 40th anniversary edition, Rise of the Beasts, Nemesis Prime. That's a Voyager class for you guys. Let us do, you guys want something more? Something more, something funky. What are we gonna do? Oh, okay. You know what? We have to. This is Damer's Dominion after all, is it not? You know who I love to bring out as well. Earthrise Optimus. Earthrise Optimus. How about that? Wow. I am so impressed by the Flame Toys figure. It's like super impressed. It's such a great looking figure. You guys want to see somebody else? Shall we see somebody else? What do you guys want? Who shall we get? Oh, I don't know. How about Shining Edition Lockheed's Soundwave? That'd be fun. Look at that. Is that a dream come true for Starscream? The only way he can defeat Soundwave, perhaps? That's pretty fun. I like that. Alrighty. Okay, what about another recent review figure? Let's see. Let us bring in Fans Toys. FT59 Galvatron. Ooh, wow. Yowza. Wow. Oof. What do you guys think about that scale? Pretty interesting. I think that could work. Don't you guys? You don't think that could work? Okay. All this talk of scales, you know what we're going to do. We are going to bring our official Damer's Dominion scale and weigh this guy. We have to. We feel obliged to. Okay, with all his armaments on, if we can do it without breaking anything. You guys ready for this? He's a heavy one. 616 grams, 1 pound, 5.7 ounces. Okay, 1 pound, 5.7 ounces. Heavy boy. There's only, I think, one more feature that we didn't do yet, and that is, yep. Let's see. You guys see what's going on there? You guys see the brilliant light Turn off the other lights here. Oh, look at that. Look at that, everyone. Yes. Oh, those glows are great. Those lights are phenomenal for this figure. That is quite excellent. Quite excellent. Do you not agree? The lights work for this figure. I like it. Yeah. They work really well. Okay. So everyone, now that we have done everything we need to do, we have started from the ground up. We built this guy with his weapons. We gave him his comparisons, obligatory comparisons. What else did we do? We also, there we go. We talked about a few nitpicks, didn't we? We talked about his nitpicks. We talked about all the positive things, from the paint to the wonderful accessories and the amount and the quantities and the build quality and the paint, and how I have a lot of confidence in the scratch resistance to the paint, how his joints are perfectly torqued and tightened, not too extremely tight, not loose whatsoever. It holds all that upper weight perfectly. The amount of metal, the die cast in there, I think really works as distributed. I'm normally not a fan of uneven distribution or top heavy, and for a top heavy figure, he holds up incredibly well. I am surprised, pleasantly surprised. I love all the accessories, the arms, you know, the armor. The blast effects are my biggest nitpick. I wish they would have gone into the null rays better, if they could have figured something else out. The other nitpick I have is actually the placement of the null rays, because you can only do it on the forearm. You can't really do it on the shoulder unless you take off the armor. So there's no kind of compromise on that. The details are phenomenal. Phenomenal. The paint job is phenomenal. The feel of everything is phenomenal. The gimmicks, you know, the automorphing parts were at his waist and his knees and his feet and his shoulder. Everything is brilliant. Now, with all that said, we come back to a very important question. Is he worth $430 USD at the time of this video? Think about that. Think about other third-party figures. Think about any first-party expensive figures. We already know that Flame Toys, with their Kuri series, is on the expensive side. We know that 3.0 is on the expensive side with their DLX and their Premier, right? Their Premier gets up there $400, $500, $600 plus. So food for thought. If we're going to compare it to the 3.0 DLX stuff, then it makes sense if you're that level of collector. And I think, honestly, this might be a better value than a lot of the 3.0 DLX for all his inclusions, for his paint, for how everything sticks. You know, sometimes we have issues with 3.0 and some parts popping out or not sticking in or being very delicate. Example, ball joints. Ball joints for like the hip skirts especially, or accessories and stuff like that. There isn't much here that I'm concerned about. These and their placement, you know, in there is my biggest concern for that, for instance. These, even though they wiggle a little bit, they're in there solid. Maybe my only concern would be for the backside where that engine is. It can be a little bit sensitive, but I haven't had it fall off without me actually fiddling around. So there's that. A few nitpicks, absolutely, but the pros way outweigh the cons or the nitpicks, and you have the option of arming him all the way up or just bits and pieces. You don't want the shoulder armor? Don't put it on. You don't want everything out as far as the armament showing? Close them up. You don't want the backpack stuff? Leave it off. This is highly configurable. You don't want, you know, hip armor, leg armor, anything. Do as it's your toy, and you display them as you want, because you do you. Now that we've talked through that and we've talked through comparisons and whatnot, is he worth that price point? And I would argue, with everything that I've talked about, and especially his more direct competitors, I would say yes. I would say yes. Now, does that mean he's for any collector or every collector? Absolutely not. because you have to be in that price range. You have to already be in the mindset and financial capability to do that. Don't overextend yourself for any of these plastic and die cast figures. Not worth it. But if you are able to and you like this stuff, absolutely, he is fun. Oh my goodness, I'm having so much fun. Just even this review has been fun. That's my recommendation at the end of the day. If you're financially able to, it's within your range, you collect this stuff, he might be one of the better or even one of the best bangs for the buck in this space, in this price category. Yeah, I'm gonna stand by that. I'm gonna stand by that. And Starscream isn't even one of my favorite characters. So there's that. So I'm a little bit hurt by that. And oh my goodness, you know what? I just remembered. Let's slide you over. My wife got me this as a gift early on in my, filming days here. And this was almost a $700 price point when she got him for me. $700. Also an amazing figure. Also lots of gimmicks, the weaponry and stuff. But this guy has more. This guy has more. So, once again, here we go. Back to the value prospect. Back to the value prospect in this price category for this specific figure. I think he's a win. And one more thing I forgot to show you, because I've been so obsessed over this figure and doing this review and playing with this guy and enjoying every moment for the most part. And we forgot something basic. We forgot something dumb, and that is this piece of plastic and this piece of plastic, which makes up the stand. And we've seen the stand before. There's nothing inherently special. And you can set it back here, you can set it there, depending on if you even want to use the stand. And this can flex around, this can flex around, and you can unlock to as high as you want. Right, lock it back in like that. And that's not gonna go anywhere. And then this can set in there. Okay, and just to show you guys how it's gonna work, let's assume we're gonna use this back side, and then you can slot these in wherever you want. Nice and easy, nothing complex. And then this will, like we talked about, that's for his prostate exam. That is, he's up there. I mean, he's 40, right? 40 years old. It's time. Colonoscopy, prostate. Let's do it. Like that. Oh. Never fails. Never fucking fails. And there you go. There you have one his stand as he's flying and fighting. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Viewers and subscribers and everybody watching. Thank you as always for your time. Sincerely. Eternally grateful that you guys keep coming back to watch. Please, please, please let me know what your thoughts are. What do you guys think as far as the value perspective? What do you think of the figure and his gimmicks and what they offer in this? Please let me know. I'm really curious. Let's start a conversation about this because this is a really interesting figure. Lots of stuff, lots of stuff. And with that, as always, I am Deemer. Stay young, stay fun. And until next time, everyone, peace out.